Hello, I'm John Persinos, Managing Director of Personal Finance and its parent website, Investing Daily. The hard copy of the latest issue of Personal Finance, dated May 22, is now in the mail, and the online version has been posted on the website. Here are the highlights of the investment advice that you'll find in your newsletter. The first article, by Chief Investment Strategist Phil Springer, pinpoints 3 blue-chip stocks that are poised to ride the bull run. We also update the growth portfolio. We calibrate our growth portfolio holdings to account for changing economic conditions. We show you where to find good growth at a reasonable price based on identifiable trends here in the United States. Remember, the U.S. currently is doing very well compared with most of the rest of the world, especially recession-plagued Europe, as hard as that may be to believe. We provide stock recommendations in the promising growth areas of housing and banks and U.S. energy production. In the second article, Jim Fink looks at mid-cap stocks and explains why they're the sweet spot of investing. Middle capitalization stocks have outperformed in every annual time frame this century. Jim looks at 3 mid-cap equities that are poised to beat the market. In the third article, Sula Stephanopoulos discusses one of the hottest trends in the healthcare sector today, pharmacy benefit managers, PBMs, which make big profits through the provision of generic drugs to large drugstore chains. By 2019, more than 32 million Americans will be newly insured, thanks to the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, aka Obamacare. And the percentage of Americans over 65, the biggest consumers of drugs, will rise dramatically in the next decade. Sula profiles the stocks of 2 PBMs that should win big in today's healthcare environment. In the growth track column, I look at the holdings in the growth portfolio, adjust them accordingly, and also reaffirm our commitment to a technology holding that's taken a few hits but remains in fighting shape. I also provide news and developments regarding several of our growth holdings, and I uncover my candidate for Best Buy, the one stock among all of our growth portfolio recommendations that qualifies as the timeliest investment opportunity right now. In Income Report, David Dittman underscores the organizing principle of the income portfolio, which is to focus on high-quality businesses capable of supporting stable and growing dividends over the long term. David provides the latest news and developments regarding the portfolio, and he reveals his latest pick for Best Buy in the income sleeve. As David explains, one sure sign of a solid underlying business, and also an indication of management's confidence in future prospects, is a growing dividend. On this score, several noteworthy items in the income portfolio have emerged during the recent earnings reporting season. In Fund Focus, our mutual fund guru Ben Shepard recommends selling 3 of our fund picks in response to changing conditions. In Article Update, Kwa Win looks at an article that I wrote a year ago for Personal Finance called Unmanned Drones Poised for Takeoff, in which I recommended 2 companies positioned to benefit from the growing global demand for unmanned aerial vehicles, otherwise known as UAVs. Kwa shows us how my stock picks have fared over the past 12 months. What's clear is that despite Pentagon budget cuts, funding for UAVs will remain healthy for many years to come. These 2 stocks are still the best plays on the military's long-term reliance on these futuristic flying machines. And in On the Money, Sula Stephanopoulos puts a magnifying glass to the complicated tax rules governing master limited partnerships. She provides a primer along with advice on MLP taxation. MLPs remain popular investments, but their tax ramifications can be a headache. Sula sorts out the IRS rules in simple, easily comprehended language. All this and more is in your latest issue of Personal Finance, now in the mail and available online. I'm John Persinos, wishing you many happy returns and reminding you that we welcome your comments and questions, which you can easily post on our website. The overriding goal of our team of analysts is to provide you with the specific, actionable investment advice that you need to build wealth.